The most dangerous thing happened to you before you were even old enough to defend yourself, bro. Most people believe they're living their own life, but that might not be true. And that's because you're probably obeying rules that you never even agreed to follow. Rules that weren't even formally explained to you. Some of your deepest agreements about yourself might be nothing more than old agreements. Before you could choose who you actually wanted to be, the world made a bunch of offers and made a bunch of declarations, right? Be good, be quiet, be impressive, be desirable, be weird. Don't be weird. Don't fail. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't do anything that society might not like. You have to earn love. You have to earn belonging. You have to earn existence. And other times, earning it wasn't even enough. Other times, nothing was enough. At least that's what it felt like. And of course, most of us signed these agreements without ever even realizing it. At some point, the people who trained you don't need to be in the room to control you anymore. You're controlled through your fear. You're controlled through your shame. You're controlled through your guilt. You're controlled through all the unconscious emotions and thoughts that you feel when you think about doing something that might be disapproving. Reputation is real because our minds hold it together. Money is real because everybody agreed that this is what the currency is. Beauty standards are real because, well, people worship them. And status is only real because human beings just keep feeding it attention. A huge part of everything we experience in this world are agreements. And if that's the case, then that means our pain might just be from living inside of a world that was built by someone else. Words shape what we believe, and words shape how we view things. And that's why we call it spelling. So you don't think how they made you feel about yourself affects how you think, and how you think can affect that reality. If you call yourself lazy enough times, then that belief starts hardening. And once the belief starts hardening, now the habit starts building. And once the habit starts building, then it becomes part of your character. You call yourself broken, now the spirit weakens. Tell a child they're bad, and they might just start behaving even more that way. Maybe old civilizations called words magic because they knew something that we seem to have forgot. A word repeated long enough becomes a world. And if you tell a group of people that they're inferior, that they aren't as intelligent, that they are just animals, then everything starts forming around that belief. Most people think life moves in a straight line. You achieve more, you become more, you get somewhere, and then you finally arrive. But the truth is, life is full of cycles. Patterns repeat, lessons return, unsolved wounds echo, seasons rotate, and what you don't heal comes right back around. And this might connect to your life. People might be asking you, why are you still dating that person? Or it might be something more personal. You might be asking yourself, why does this insecurity keep returning? Or maybe it's something even more profound. Why do we keep reaching the next level but feeling the same inside? You see, the thing is, you're not failing to move forward. We're just stuck in a cycle that we're not really conscious of yet. I'm not scared of prison. I'm not scared of torture. I'm not scared of anything physical. What I do fear is being trapped in here. Being trapped internally is possibly the worst hell that you can ever imagine, because that will be the only thing you can imagine. Once you start internalizing all of the negative aspects that get thrown onto us, all of the negative agreements that we didn't even have a choice but to agree to at a certain time in our lives, we start having circular reasoning. We start coming up with reasons for things that should have never been introduced to us in the first place. I can't be loved because of this. I have to be exceptional to matter. I can't slow down. I have to impress people. And I can never, ever show people the weakness. And that prison becomes completely inescapable when the walls are made of belief. You see, people think a spiritual awakening has to be something profound and something extreme, like seeing angels or experiencing a crazy vision, when it's really much more simple than that. It could be just noticing that the thought in your head isn't actually yours. It didn't come from you, so why do you have to believe this? Sometimes you just have to ask yourself, is this truth? Or am I just repeating the things that I've heard about myself? You see, everybody's trying to change their life for the better without realizing that they may have made agreements that they were never aware of. They do it without realizing that not every belief is wisdom. Sometimes it's fear. Your liberation might begin once you realize that This whole time you've been scared of breaking rules that were never even sacred in the first place. Yeah, I like that. And honestly, at the end of the day, you don't even have to really have a purpose or a meaning, right? Sometimes you just gotta be.